Hello, and welcome to our first Pecan Harvest Festival live event. My name is Joaquin Trent, and I'm the logistics coordinator for the Pecan Harvest Festival and your host for this event. I'm excited also to have Alizea Hawk, the event coordinator, and Boone Holladay, the Pecan Education Coordinator, in partnership with Texas A&M AgriLife, joining us today. As you may know, pecan harvest season is upon us, as well as our annual festival date. But due to COVID-19, due to current circumstances with COVID-19, we decided to host our event online this year. I'm sure most of you can understand that. With that said, we bring you the first installment of this event. We'll get to the details about the raffle from Alizea Hawk and a quick lesson in pecan genetics from Boone Holladay. I'll turn it on over to Boone, and he'll give us a quick lesson on pecan genetics.
Very good. Thank you very much, and thanks for having me. I am the county extension agent for horticulture here in Fort Bend County with Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, and do a lot of different horticulture programming throughout the year. But I would have to say that pecan season is my favorite part of the year. I love working with pecans and educating folks on the tree itself and the production of food associated with it. So I wanted to just come on real quick today and kind of dork out maybe about pecans. We mentioned pecan genetics and the fact that not all pecans are created equal. And we're going to kind of go through some basics about pecans. There are over 1,000 named varieties of pecans in the United States. We typically grow about 15 to 20 of those here in Southeast Texas. And a couple of those I've got right here for you. This pecan right here is called Cape Fear. And this is a good mid-sized pecan that is going to produce nuts nearly every year. And we move up the food chain a little bit. This one here is an old standard variety that's called Desirable. And pretty simple. And for that one right there, at the time, it was one of the best pecans that were grown. And this one right here we have is a Pawnee. It's kind of a pear-shaped pecan, a little bit bigger. And the good quality with this one is that it's got a real nice paper shell with it. So it's easy to crack and creates quite a large kernel. One thing I wanted to kind of showcase real quick is the fact the way that these pecans are bred. There's no weird science. There's no GMO, any of that. Basically, we take two decent pecans from different trees. We crossbreed those together, and that creates, if we remember the Punnett Square, Gregor Mendel from genetics class, it creates something that has both of the genetics of the parents, but part of those genetics are going to be the most high quality dominant traits of the genetic pool. And so what we look for is the pecan that's large, that has a good kernel, that the tree that has disease and insect resistance, maybe drought tolerance or flood tolerance. And then we select trees out of those that are going to be our next name varieties of pecans. If you see pecan varieties that are referencing Native American tribe designations like Lakota, Kansa, Prilip, Pawnee, Oconee, Mandan, Lipan, etc. These are introductions from the United States Department of Agriculture. And so they went through this exhausting effort of selecting the best commercial pecan varieties and then offered up those name designations for our Native American tribes. So it's a good effort there. But you might have heard native pecan quite often versus paper shell pecan. And so a native pecan for us, it tends to reference, a smaller pecan, typically has a harder shell to it. So it's harder to crack out. It's harder to get the kernel out of there. But this is kind of the average that you would see. So I'm going to play around this for a second. We're going to play about genetics. So this looks pretty small. But I'm going to go to this size here, side by side, and you can see I get a little smaller. When we get into this territory, it starts getting hard for us to crack these pecans. We got to harvest a whole lot of them, and the shell's really hard, and we start having diminished returns. I'm going to go a little smaller. I got another one here. At this point, you might say it's not even worth our time. All right. Ace, should I go smaller?
Yeah, go for it, man.
All right, here, I'm going to go smaller here.
Whoa.
Guy next to it. Now, some people, you might see these. You go down to the creek bottom, on the bayous, and pick up pecans. Sometimes you're going to see these on those big old native pecan trees. Allie, what do you think? Can I go smaller?
That's pretty small. That's small.
All right.
Whoa.
Got smaller
Man,
for you
come on.
there. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Can you eat that?
We think that's it. But I'm going to go
That's crazy.
one more time.
Whoa,
Okay.
man.
So this little guy right here is about the size of an English pea. This is about as small as you're going to find with pecans. But nothing different about this tree than those improved varieties, including this one here. Now, this was a pecan variety that was found in Fort Worth, Texas, and this is our largest pecan variety.
That's crazy.
This one right here is called Podsednik, and it was a seedling from an orchard up there, and he pointed it out to the extension office, and he says, "Hey guys, I think I've got something here that's interesting." Now, the fact that this is huge does not make it good, and it really arguably doesn't make it any better than this, because what pecan trees need is water and nutrients. And it takes a ton of both of those to fill this pecan in, because this whole pecan has to get filled in with kernel, and it takes water and it takes a whole lot of nutrients to fill that in. So compared to the desirable pecan, which is arguably much smaller, it's still a pretty good sized pecan for cracking. It's got a good paper shell on it. And this one here is at a size that's going to produce pecans for us almost every year, because it has a manageable amount of nutritional and moisture needs to produce fruit. So that's why we think bigger is not always better with pecans. We want to be right there in the middle of a variety that we can grow consistently year after year.
It's like the Goldilocks zone, like the three bears in Goldilocks. It's too big, just right. This one's just right.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, here we go. There they are. There's the three. That's the bowl of porridge there for you.
Awesome, man.
That was super informative. Thank you.
One little step further is, pecans are like some other trees. We have type 2 and type 1 pecans. And this references that some varieties, they produce the female flowers first and then the male flowers second. And some varieties are flip-flopped. And so it's important that, if you're planting pecans, if there's not a whole lot of native pecans in your neighborhood, then you need to do a little bit of the homework. We've got a reference sheet on Aggie Horticulture called Improved Variety Pecans, and it has a list, and it shows the designation of which are type 1 and type 2. And you need at least one of those, because if you have only female flowers at one time and no male flowers, guess what we get? Nothing. We don't have pollen.
Okay.
Right?
Gotcha. No problem.
It's like the birds and the bees, right? You gotta have both going on at the same time. Right. So the fact that one of them is going to be female receptive, and then the other one is going to have male flowers at the same time, you have to have two varieties that will match up. If you plant all in one variety, you're just not going to get a reasonable amount of pecans off those trees.
Okay. Interesting, Boone. Interesting. And thank you, Boone. Boone Holladay and Texas AgriLife.
I have a question.
For pecan education.
Yes.
Allie has another question here. Go ahead.
can you? I would imagine that you cannot grow a pecan tree indoors. Can you? Like you can grow lemons and limes indoors. Can you grow a pecan tree indoors and it will bear fruit?
No, you can grow it indoors. It is not going to be happy about
Oh,
that, and it's never going to produce fruit for you.
so it's not
Uh,
like a lemon tree where you can kind of doesn't have to be a big giant tree. It can be smaller in a pot and still bear fruit. It's not like that at all.
no, but a lot of people will start their pecan trees. I mean, it's not a high level science. This is the seed. You just sit this into a pot of some soil and keep it moist, and then it's going to sprout and turn into a young tree. But at some point, after about a month or two, you're going to want to bring it outside and plant it in the ground. It's just not. It's just not a plant that will ever be designated as a quality house plant.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Well, that was super informative.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
we
Boone.
are starting Monday. We
Mm-hmm.
are accepting entries into the Fort Bend County Pecan Show. So if anybody
Awesome.
and everybody that's growing pecans,
Mm-hmm.
if you got one that you're proud of, reach out to us. We'll have the
Mm-hmm.
information to that on our Pecan Fest Facebook page, as well as our Fort Bend AgriLife website. Go there and you can download the information to register
Mm-hmm.
and how to drop off your sample in our office.
Awesome. Thank you, Boone. Thank you very much for that.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
All right. All right. And I guess we'll get into Allie. I know you have some information on raffles and what have you. So fill us in.
Okay, well, we'll be running raffles on our Facebook page
Mm-hmm.
um, all the way through November 22nd when our new website launches. So we had a pumpkin raffle and we have just a pecan festival raffle. So we have two winners to announce, and I'm horrible at pronouncing names, so I hope I'm forgiven for mispronouncing anybody's name. Um, our general raffle is our winner is Gowri or Gori Priya Sunkara. She has won a $25 gift certificate to Bagley
There's my
Pecans
hands
of
right there. There
Richmond.
we go.
She can redeem online from wherever she is
All right.
from.
Congratulations.
And yeah, it's great doing this online thing. Um, we can interact with our winners by email, give them a gift certificate. They can go straight to our vendors for our vendor raffle and just purchase and redeem right online. So congratulations to Gowri. And
Congratulations again.
our second winner is for the pumpkin contest, and that is Sarah Ortiz. Congratulations,
All
Sarah, for
right.
winning
All
the
right.
pumpkin contest raffle. You too get a $25 gift certificate to Bagley Pecans of Richmond, and we will be emailing you your gift certificate so that you can redeem for pecans. And they've got everything. They've got Pawnee pecans we just learned about. They've got all kinds of different pecans, and they have chocolate covered pecans, and they've got just candied pecans and honey pecans and just all kinds of sweets. So congratulations, and that concludes our raffle winners.
All right.
However, on November 22nd, y'all, we have 3 car show winners that will be announced, 3 raffle winners, and 2 vendor raffle winners. So we have a lot of prizes going on November 22nd. So please tune in to our new YouTube channel to participate.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. All right,
And,
Allie.
and pecan, I'll have the pecan show winners announced by then as well.
Now,
Yay.
I don't know if you announced this, Allie, but November 22nd, the new website launch. If you did, we said it again. New website
New,
launch, November 22nd.
yes, our redesigned, reimagined
That's right.
website will be launching on November 22nd. It will have an
Mm-hmm.
online farmers market, an online artisan market,
Mm-hmm.
handcrafted vendors, you guys,
Mm-hmm.
and it will have the car show
Mm-hmm.
entries that will be I think what's happening is our car show committee is having an online car show contest. So
Ooh.
the way it works is the car people submit their photo and it
Mm-hmm.
goes onto our Facebook page, photo gallery, for the judges to kind of flip through and judge. And then it comes to our web designer to put onto the website. And then those winners will be announced on Thanksgiving Day. So we're inviting everybody to go to
Come
our
on down.
website to do a
That's right.
People's Choice Car Show Award from our online community, which we are building and expanding with all of our new YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, new website. We're even going with LinkedIn this year. We are just expanding, y'all, for 2020. So stay tuned on our Facebook page to get more information
Yes.
and links to
Stay tuned.
everything.
All right. All right. Thank you,
Okay.
Allie. Thank you,
Mhm.
Boone. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in to the Pecan Harvest Festival first live event.
And thank you.
All
Joaquin
right.
Trent is our
Hey, all
logistics
right.
coordinator for Pecan
All
Harvest
right.
Festival. We could not pull
All
off our outdoor festivals without him.
right.
We could not pull off
Awesome.
this new live stream thing that
Awesome.
we're doing now without
Mhm.
him. We call him Ace because he is Ace.
That's
Ace,
right.
thank you
Cool.
so much.
Cool.
We love you. We love you. We love you.
All right.
And
Thank you.
Boone,
Thank you. I love
we
y'all
love
as
you
well.
and everything that you do for Pecan
Mhm.
Education with our festival in partnership with Texas A&M AgriLife. And
Mhm.
um, we're hoping our YouTube channel grows with new subscribers. So hit that subscribe button.
Hit the subscribe button, y'all. Awesome. We'll see
All
you
right.
again soon. Thank you all for tuning in. Bye
Okay,
bye. Let me get my thumb
bye.
right. All
Bye.
right. I got to get used to this.